Here are 5 things that we're not gonna bring into 2025. We're not gonna bring in toxic positivity. Have you seen the state of the world lately? Have you seen her? It's quite literally crashing and burning. We need to reject the idea that everything needs to be positive. It's okay to feel all the emotions. It's okay. It's important to acknowledge struggles rather than ignore them. So we're still gonna be positive, but we're not gonna just try and make everything positive all the time and just force ourselves to feel that way when sometimes we don't feel that way. It's okay not to be okay. The state of the world right now is a bit hectic, to say the least. It feels like we're in our flop era. America's in her flop era yet again. Okay, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on, but we're not gonna bring in toxic positivity. Number 2, overconsumption. I don't know about y'all. I mean, I'm talking to myself saying this, but I don't know about y'all, but I literally overconsume. It's too much. It's too much. And yes, I do need things. Okay, I do. But I don't need everything. Sometimes I'm just buying little trinkets and knickknacks and random pieces of jewelry. And I'm like, did I really need that? Like, let's be mindful. I think that my overconsumption is directly linked to how much time I spend on social media. So one thing I'm trying to do is to avoid my phone the first hour of the day, the last hour of the day, so the last hour right before I go to sleep. And I also try to avoid my phone when I'm eating. So I'm trying to be more mindful when I eat. I'll like read a book, or I'll like ponder, I'll think thoughts, I'll just sit in silence. Like, that's okay. And I feel like my overconsumption is directly linked to scrolling. Focus on quality over quantity. I have a lot of stuff that I love, but like I don't always need to replace it. I feel like we're always like being influenced by influencers like, you need to change up your wardrobe, use my discount code, and then it's like, okay, hell yeah, like I get 50% off 5 items, yes. But do we need it? Like, really think about the items you have in your closet. Like, you've had those same items for 5 years, but they're still good, babe. They're still good. Like, I don't think it's a big deal to, like, have the same clothes that you've worn for a few years. Like, obviously, if those clothes don't fit you, babe, get new clothes. But, like, I feel like we should normalize just, like, wearing the same clothes. So, overconsumption. That's something that we're not going to bring into 2025. Number 3, FOMO. No. We're not gonna feel like we're missing out. Like, God created us all for our own unique purpose in life. And we need to stop focusing so much on others and missing out and missing certain events and missing parties. Like, yes, there are certain non-negotiable events I think that like we all need to go to in life. But if your friend is having, some event that you've been to so many times, or you're just exhausted and you don't have the capacity to go out somewhere, then don't go. Like, literally do not go. Like, let go of the pressure of like always being on and doing everything. I feel like FOMO is not just fear of missing out, it's like fear of also like not being productive enough. And you're seeing, people in your life do all these amazing things and you're like, why am I not doing that? Like, it's this fear of like not being what others are, and like you need to be who you are. Make sure to prioritize your time and energy always. Like, one thing about me is I love to be social. I love to be around people. I always say yes. I'm a yes woman, okay? And that's one of my biggest flaws, because I tend to say yes too much and it makes me really, really tired. I also am an entrepreneur and I have a side business. I braid hair. I do all this stuff on top of my 9 to 5. And so I also have to prioritize my health and well-being. If I'm too tired, I'm too tired. Like, I'm not going to make it. So we need to nix fear of missing out. No, we're not doing that. We're not bringing that to 2025. Number 4, comparison. Now, comparison is the thief of joy, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. Do we want our joy to be stolen? No, we don't. We need to focus on ourselves, our own goals, and our own aspirations. Comparison should not be used as a, they're better than me, I'm down here. Comparison should be used for inspiration, okay? If you're gonna compare yourself to someone, you need to be like, oh my gosh, they have something that I want. Cool, how am I gonna get it? And then focus on how you're gonna get it. Everyone has a different path, and comparing yourself to others is draining and quite literally life-sucking. I had to do my eyebrows off camera because I cannot talk while doing my eyebrows. It's very difficult. Number 5 is perfectionism. We're leaving that out. We're leaving that out of 2025 because people, look, 99% of people are focusing on themselves, okay? So when you walk out the door and, you know, hair isn't exactly how you want it, or your outfit is not perfect, or, you know, your eyeliner is a little bit askew, babe, who's gonna notice? No one. No one. I promise you, like, no one's gonna notice. Like, just walk in confidence. Like, I promise you, 99% of the time I don't even wear makeup. I just wear makeup on days that I have to go into the office, which happens to be every Wednesday. And I just like really like wearing my own skin. But my skin is flawed. My skin is not perfect. And that's something that I've just learned to embrace. I'm just like, my skin is textured, it has acne sometimes, like, and it's normal. And I just embrace it. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna embrace the skin. And that's fine. Like, I will walk outside wearing my head high. I got my skincare on. I'm wearing my sunscreen. My skin is still glowing. Like, is it perfect? No, but I'm still glowing and I'm feeling good about myself. I think that embracing your flaws makes you kind of stop thinking about perfectionism so much. Like, if you are so concerned with what others think about you, you're gonna lean more into perfectionism than the average person, and it's gonna drive you mad because no one is perfect other than God, okay? Point blank period. We are humans. We are naturally flawed. We're not supposed to be perfect. And embracing your lack of perfectionism is freedom. Let go of being perfect and just embrace growth. And have to also learn from our mistakes, okay? Because if we don't learn from mistakes, we are fools. So we're gonna let go of perfectionism in 2025 because this year has not been perfect so far. So why are we embracing perfectionism? No. This year has been a lot. It's been quite traumatic, honestly. Let's just do our best and move right along. So those are the 5 things that we're not bringing into 2025. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit all over the place. I'm doing my makeup, getting ready for work, but just wanted to share that with you. Have a blessed day.